A Hawaii Supreme Court decision about gun rights is making waves in Hawaii and beyond for bucking the nation's highest court on Second Amendment interpretation. The Hawaii Supreme Court says there is no state constitutional right to carry a firearm in public, a move that some say upholds local gun control, but others argue does nothing to stem the tide of change from federal rulings. A Hawaii Supreme Court opinion in a case called State versus Wilson rebukes federal judges for creating, quote, the Second Amendment's brand new right to bear arms in public for self-defense.
It's remarkable in the sense that the Hawaii Supreme Court took a very strong disagreeing stance against the way the U.S. Supreme Court analyzed the Second Amendment.
The federal and state constitutions have mirror image Second Amendments, but the new opinion affirms, quote, we read those words differently than the current United States Supreme Court. We hold that in Hawaii there is no state constitutional right to carry a firearm in public. Gun rights advocates say the practical impact is limited.
It was really shocking to see, and realistically, outside of a challenge on the Hawaii state constitution, I don't think it has any weight. The case came about because a person was carrying a firearm without a concealed carry license. And with the Bruen decision coming out of the Supreme Court, it made it look like you didn't need to have that.
The Bruen case is a 2022 U.S. Supreme Court decision that forced states to allow concealed weapons to be carried in public places. Hawaii and other highly restrictive states had to scramble, implementing new rules to comply. They rolled out concealed carry licensing, but added sensitive places restrictions. Meanwhile, Christopher Wilson on Maui was battling his own gun case after getting caught in 2017 carrying an unregistered gun. He argued getting prosecuted violated his Second Amendment right to carry a weapon for self-defense. And after the federal Bruen decision in 2022, that argument bore more weight. A state circuit court judge granted Wilson's motion to dismiss, but county prosecutors persisted. The state appealed, and the case landed in front of the state's top judges. Hawaii's Attorney General praised the opinion, saying, quote, this is a landmark decision that affirms the constitutionality of crucial gun safety legislation.
I think what people and residents always need to realize is that you're always going to want to be thinking about the more prohibitive law. And in this case, Hawaii will continue to be able to uphold the same law that they have about not being able to carry firearms without a license.
Writing for the unanimous decision, Justice Todd Edens says the government's interest in reducing firearms violence through reasonable weapons regulations has preserved peace and tranquility in Hawaii. A freewheeling right to carry guns in public degrades other constitutional rights, the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. For more than 50 pages in the written opinion, the state Supreme Court lashes out at the U.S. Supreme Court on everything from, quote, snubbing federalism principles to, quote, clashing with the spirit of aloha by letting citizens walk around with deadly weapons, even citing the law of the splintered paddle, Kamehameha I's public safety law. The Hawaii Supreme Court decision vacates the circuit court's order granting Wilson's motion to dismiss and remands the case back to the circuit court. But that's not the end of it.
It looks like this is going to move forward on some sort of appeal, maybe, to the sort of federal court system. And we just got to keep track of it and see where it goes.
Hawaii has always been known historically for having some of the most restrictive gun laws in the country. And so you can expect that those gun laws will be challenged by people who have felt emboldened by the U.S. Supreme Court decision.